Hey guys, today's video is going to be on my income report for May. Just got the numbers then from ACX for the audiobooks. So I thought I'd do a quick one on, it was actually my best month yet. So pretty excited to show you guys the numbers I got, to show you what's possible with Kindle publishing and just business in general. If you ever do want to get into this, you know, a lot of people are out there saying that it's a scam and like you can't do it, but obviously I'm going to show you inside and show you the results. If you're already doing Kindle publishing at the moment, at the end I'll do 5 things that I learned. Been in the game nearly 2 years now, so I've learned a few things, and there's some stuff in there that I've recently hopped onto with IngramSpark, and I've got some good results. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go into the dashboard now and show you the numbers. All right, guys. So we're in the dashboard now. This is my KDP account. So this is the one where I sell the ebooks and the paperbacks on Amazon. As you can see here, this is my account here, and we're just in May of 2019. So as you can see, the results, I got 5,862 US, 60 GBP, and 26 euro. With this, so if I just look at the numbers, I didn't really count. I didn't bother counting this, guys. I couldn't be bothered. Anyway, so I added the top 3 here, which got me 5,965 from KDP. So that was my best month on KDP. I'm very happy with that. And yeah, so anyway, I'll go into the audiobooks now to show you what I got there. Let's have a look. So it's just here. Alright, so as you can see, period of May. If you looked at my last video, I told you guys I was going to get into audiobooks, and shout out to the twins. Thanks to them, I learned a shitload from them, and they taught me how to run the business properly on ACX, and I got 4,421 for May. So very stoked with that. Yeah, great money maker. If you're in the publishing business, make sure you narrate your books and get on it, because you're missing out on a shitload of money. So for that one, let's have a look. I just put that's the wrong one. So yeah, 4,421. And then, as I said to you guys before, pretty excited to show you the numbers here for IngramSpark. A lot of people have been wondering, you know, whether it's worth it and whatnot, and it definitely is. I'll quickly just bring up the results here. So for Ingram, you've got your wholesale sales, and you've also got your global. So if I quickly just look at the global here first, if you look at the period where I've got here, it says the 1st of May to 31st of May. Just worry about this, guys. Don't worry about this side on the year to date. So for that, it was 97 US for the global sales, and then here we have the wholesale. So once again, 1st of May to 31st of May, as I'm doing a May income report, and period to date is 6/18. So for IngramSpark, I ended up being a total of 715 US in the first month. So as you can see, very, very profitable. You know, you just had to buy the ISBN codes. It wasn't too much. So yeah, pretty stoked with that. Literally free money. You just have to get your books transferred on there. And get the code, as I said. So anyway, guys, the total of that ended up coming to $11,100. This is US as well, so fucking so stoked with that. So happy. This would be my best month. You know, it's so funny because at the start of the year, you know, like November, December, and when I got back from Bali, you know, I worked my ass off for this, you know, and I set goals. And my goal was to make 10K per month, you know, hit that 10K goal. So if you just have a look at my phone here, I've literally got $10,000 per month And I've had that on my phone since the start of the year. So that was sort of like a New Year's resolution, and I finally hit it. So just seeing that, very fucking, it's just awesome. Like, if you do have goals, make sure that you're seeing them every day. You know, chuck them on your whiteboard, put them on, you know, your door, put them on your screensaver for your phone if you have to. You know, so always reminded, and you know, the law of attraction. It's honestly, it's real. It's if you're constantly reminded of something every day, and you're working and you're setting mini goals every day to get to that big goal that you have, eventually it's only a matter of time before it comes in, right? So yeah, anyway, guys, for my Australian friends out there, I'll quickly show you what that is for the AUD, because obviously US is 1.45 more, and there you go. So $16,146 for the month. This is Australian dollars. That is just insane to me, guys. Like, hitting numbers like that, it's awesome. You know, as I said before, it's not all about the money though. It's about the freedom, and you know, the more money you have, the more freedom you've got. And if it's passive income like this, when you know you put a book out there, you see what happens. It's very powerful, you know. So it's allowing me to do things like the YouTube, and I've actually just recently started a blog as well. So, you know, like, if to be earning money on the side while I can, you know, work on my passion and help people and change people's lives is really rewarding. And you know, as I've said before, if you're thinking about getting an online business, check it out, do your research, see what business model you like or that interests you, and you know, just go for it. Just learn from the best and apply the skills that they've taught. Anyway, at the start of the video, guys, I said I'll do 5 things that I learned. So I'll just chuck it back on full screen mode, and I'll go through that with you. Okay, so for you Kindle publishers out there that want to, you know, listen in for what I've learned over the, you know, the past 2 years or so, I'll give you a few tips. The first one would be, as a lot of you would know, a lot of people are speaking about at the moment, is obviously building a brand. Building a brand is literally very important, because for me, I didn't build a brand, and my sales are always up and down, you know, so it's very, I don't know, you know, who knows what I will be making in 3-4 months from now, you know. So I think a brand just adds more certainty, allows you to scale a lot higher, and you know, get bigger numbers. So if you are starting publishing, or you know, you're a publisher and you want to, like, you know, get more consistent results or higher results, definitely build the brand, because I did a shotgun approach, and I can see the difference between the two, and I wish I did start a brand from the start. The second one would be about pricing. Price, honestly, it does not matter as much as you think. I used to think, you know, that I would have to price my paperbacks at like $7.99 and $9.99 and stuff like that. However, it's not the case. You know, my best one is much higher than that. You know, as long as you provide the value, you know, you've got a good cover, you've got a good description, the price honestly doesn't matter. People are going to pay for it. And if anything, sometimes the logic is, if the price is higher, then obviously it's a better book to the customer. And if, you know, if they want to learn a subject, they want to buy the best book, you know, the one with the most value. So don't be scared of pricing your books high. It makes a huge difference to your sales. So try and increase the pricing. The other one would be for the audiobooks. One thing I came to realize is, when you are getting reviews, if you are paying for reviews, get your VA to do max 2 to 3 per day. I don't know if you guys remember, but a few months back they wiped a shitload of reviews from people, and I realized that they wiped like literally nothing for me, and I came to the conclusion that it was because I told my VA to do max 2 to 3 per day. You know, if you're using those codes and you're getting like 10 reviews, 15 reviews in one day, and you know, your VA is just smashing it out within a few days, ACX going to know straight away that, you know, you're obviously paying for it, and you know, you're sort of cheating the system in a way. So that was one thing I realized. Play it a bit more safe when you're doing that. If you can do even 2 or 1 a day, probably better, you know. The other one would be, obviously, as I said before, make sure you turn your books into audiobooks. It doesn't matter what it is, just put it on there. You know, there's some of the books that I have selling well on audiobooks were ones that I just did not think would sell at all. You never know, and try not to do the royalty split. Pay for the narration, and you know, it's just extra money, guys. You know, if you've got the book, you may as well just get it narrated. And the last one is get the fuck on IngramSpark. IngramSpark is awesome. Just like the audiobooks, if you've got the book already, chuck it on IngramSpark. If you're on KDP and you've got the KDP program, then you can't do Kindle books on Ingram. Just do the paperbacks though. That's what I did. That's the main thing. And don't be scared to price your books higher on Ingram. You know, as I said before, pricing isn't a massive issue, a massive thing, or that will affect your sales. And lastly, if you are thinking about, you know, getting into Kindle publishing, or you are in a Kindle publisher already or whatever, I just want to let you know the guys that I've learned from and the guys that have, you know, enabled me to get to this level. Shout out to Adrian Ingram. He got me, you know, into this. He taught me everything I know from the beginning. Then we've also got the Mickelson twins. They were the boys that told me about the audiobooks. They've actually got a course just recently, the AAI 2.0, literally covers everything you need to know about the business. So if you're new and you don't know about the business and you're keen on getting into it, buy their course, because you don't need to fuck around with buying other people's ads courses or, you know, whatever it is. They've got everything on there. Just buy that one and follow it. I think there's like 20 hours or so worth of content. So you'll be sorted with just that. The other person I would give a shout out to is Oliver L. Gore. This guy taught me about copywriting and how to plan my books properly. Planning is very important, because I obviously don't get the books written for me. So the better I plan the book in terms of, you know, what needs to be talked about, what needs to be written, it's very important that, you know, the virtual assistant has a good guide to follow, because it definitely does make a huge difference towards the quality of the book. So yeah, apart from that, guys, this is what I earned in May 2019. So obviously pretty stoked with that, with the numbers and everything. If you do have any questions about publishing or online business in general, hit me up in the comments, or, you know, send me a message on Instagram. But apart from that, yeah, that's it, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next. See you later.